Shalom, family. Glory be to God. And blessed be the Lamb, forever and ever. Let me ask you a question. The politicians. 93% of the citizens think that the governments of the states at all levels are corrupt. 93%. Currently, you enjoy less than a 30% approval rating. So mostly in the mid 20s. In your office and you gather the photographs of your kids and stuff and your Rolodex and Blackberries and just walk out with dignity. Just walk out with some dignity. I mean, I'm and the other number, 93% of Americans think you are corrupt. Corrupt on the take. On the take. Do you have any dignity left? Do you care? Because somebody have to give. That is enough to throw anything out of anything. And yet they'll wake up in the morning and legislate. Or are they still on summer break? I'm not sure. But they'll wake up and legislate, make new law, argue amongst each other about what the new law ought to be. It's weird. We need standards around here. We already have no ethics. Can we at least have standards? If not out and out ethics? We don't even pretend what to tell you. And quite honestly, you are sinking into some kind of weirded out currently you are sinking into some kind of weirded out oligarchical society mixed with feudalism. Feudalism. You know what a feudalism is. And more land, and then they started the fight over. Anyway, I'm not here to give your ass a history lesson on the development of what is now government, but that's what I was about to explain. How you went from having no the governments at all. All you had was the merchant class and the farming class and the fishing class, and they traded amongst each other. Money came later. And then they met each other, where it turned out to be a bad deal. First, they was trading in things like spices, wine, and then all of a sudden, vassals, vassals, okay? And these vassals would, in turn, divvy up the land amongst the peasants for a small fee, which they, in turn, would pay the robber barons who was behind their backs financing the whole deal. See what I'm saying? Robber baron. These would be the beginnings of your richest of families on this planet today. Right now. I won't be calling their names or their family surnames, but sooner or later it'll be unavoidable. Because as we beating at him, we screaming at him. As long as one believes in you, we're going to keep hitting you. So you just need to stop believing in it, man. This is unfair. Who set these standards? Why are we hitting him for their belief? I don't know. Hey, it is a mystery, like so many other things. Like so many other things. But honestly, though, do you know where your God is? Have you talked to your God lately? Have your God given you anything lately? Have you been blessed? Have your God stopped anything lately from entering of beliefs? Has actually escaped? I call the demons by name. I call the fallen. I mean, I've besmirched them in front of their believers and they still don't show up. It's because all you have is your belief. Your God, your belief is one of falsehood. Your God only lives inside your head. And that makes you crazy. Or maybe you just got lied to. I don't know. Either way, you're dead set wrong. Because let me tell you something. Man, I done got pitch black, okay? Except for look like 2 to 3 inches of light that's emanating from somewhere on the end of a wall that run down the length of the wall from top to bottom. But right beyond that 3 inches of light is nothing but pitch blackness. There's nothing even close to the light that I could see, but I could hear them. And guess what they were doing? Oh, they were doing some silly, man, listen here. It was so sad. They are in a angelic dungeon in pitch blackness, and they will never escape until judgment. Now, it's what you're witnessing is the equivalent of a angelic mental breakdown. Not nice, is it? Anybody else? I mean, this is just what it is. But anyway, enough of that. What do you believe? Because you do believe the truth, right? You do believe the truth. Let's all agree that we do believe the truth. Now, with that being established, can we all safely say that my existence make an educated choice? And everybody else left, they have chosen to wage war against God. But the ignorant should not be caught up in it. Okay? The ignorant should not be caught up in our war. You don't want to get caught up in this war. You're all over the goddamn battlefield and you're not properly armed. Okay? So you in the way anyway. So you need to move. All we want are the battlefield are his staunchest and most loyal soldiers. Everybody else, you need to leave. I don't know where the hell you're going because the battlefield is all over. Do you believe in it? And I would say in what? Because I would revert back to my first statement. The fact that I am here is the truth, as it is written. There's no way out of that argument. There's no way out of it. But anyway, listen, ain't but a couple of ways out this shit. Right? I done looked for every way I could. There is no way out of God's written word. But there is wiggle room. There's always wiggle room. Okay? So, and this as they told, when they told, how they told. But the other angels, which were made like Satan, I know I'm all over the map. I don't mean to be. Sometimes I mean to be, but not tonight. But I gotta wrap this up quick, and it's a school night. Angels like Satan have free will. Michael, free will. Raphael, free free will. Gabriel, free will. See? Ariel, free will. Ain't it amazing how all their names end in L? That's he he wants you to want to worship him. He he wants you to want to love him. See? And that's the difference. This other guy is a bit more demanding. God, he ain't gonna demand anything. He gives you a damn choice. The choices are starting now, but you've had a multitude of generations between then and now. I mean, that makes up the difference. It's just that now it is more crucial. It is stark. It's either life or death. And I'm not talking about the death that you're talking about. No, you're gonna make the choice. Plus, you've lost on all fronts. I mean, in a sense, you've lost all of your arguments. You've lost all of your talking points. They've been defeated roundly. Every I mean, how will we say it in the legal field? Yeah, you would put forth a 4 or 5 prong argument and lose on 3 prongs of your argument. Okay, but you focus on the 1 prong that you won on, but you still lose the argument. But you go back, you keep going. I'm gonna be bringing you what God offers you, life over here and death over there. I really don't care. Lord, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but you know my heart. And I'm just tired. That one escaped my. But yes, I do care. But anyway, made me feel half bad there. But at any rate, you need the information. You know, even within the spiritual world, they came and they said they're in the spiritual world. I mean, it was going down. Trust me, for 3 years. It got well. 3 things happened in the middle of this war that happens on the outside of mankind's eyes. I would play this trick, okay? I would allow myself to be entered. And then I would like to building up. I'm telling you, I would like to building up. It's what I'm saying is above your understanding, but they understand. Nothing like to building up now. All I needed was some justification. Well, one of these nights, I felt something different. I knew that a spirit came in, but this one wasn't of these things I was waging war against. So I had to take a pause. I had to take a pause. Now, while that's going on, the spiritual world will later come and say, look, we have a right to exist. And then I said, well, I hadn't thought about that. It never crossed my mind. I mean, is who is questioning one's right to exist here? You are. The way you look at us, like you want to kill us. You have slayed many. I mean, what, we have a right to exist. Okay, let me think about this. A whole nother set of spirits would come to me and say, listen, they lied to us. And I knew immediately what they meant. That the people around them had lied to them about God, about the Bible, about the beliefs, about angels, about heaven, about hell. This is what they were saying. They lied to us. Now, those spirits only want a second chance to be judged, not to be judged like the other ones. In those terms, there are good spirits and bad spirits in those terms. Okay. Not, but the tone had been reduced. They proved their point. They proved their point, and I proved mine. But initially, I seen it as an open attack upon mankind. This was the reason for the war. You don't possess me. I have no problem with your dumb ass. But God made man, and God made man special, and I'm pretty sure he wouldn't appreciate you doing this shit here. I don't even have to ask him. I'm going to kill you. I don't even have to get clearance. It's that profound. But then they made me understand. Okay? And there's a lot of reasons for it. That's the first thing. They don't like each other. So there is disagreement. There is a lack of conformity. There is a lack of conformity. So they are not really a real valid force like that anyway. No, I think it's more that they were given something in return for something, and they believed that that something was theirs. And now they're finding out that the devil lied. Sometimes they recognize that they had been lied to. Okay? They had been lied to about a lot of stuff. They had never known things like fire, not like what they were about to face. Okay? They never knew heat, like Adam and Eve didn't. It was always a comfortable 75. I don't know. That's just speculation, but everything was perfect. Okay. So even the angels had 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 said to the lead angels, "You lied to us," and they separated us from them. It's happened. We was just in happen. Wait a minute. We hold on. We were just in heaven. Then God said something, and now we're here. Oh, I remember now. He said, "Away from me." Man, you set us up. We must be the enemy because you set us up. This wasn't even a war. This wasn't even a battle. You didn't even make a dent. I mean, at any rate, they now all down here. The angels are separated, and the angels who are talking about God. And when he finds out, you know what it is. And so those angels split. The remaining angels in rank and file with the leadership, especially their leadership, got together and said, because their mind was made up, they are going to do this, even though they knew that it's going to piss God off if he ever finds out that you've been tampering with man in any kind of way. He threw you down here for a whole different reason. But this is what they do, is they start to tamper with man. Then they get worse, and in that way, God, God Father will never know. Now, when angels bind each other, they are well freaking bound. When they say that they ain't gonna never speak on it, it ain't gonna never be spoke. Ever. I wouldn't give a damn hell, hot water, or hot fire. They gonna fall with that or rise with it. It's like magic. It's worse than magic. They will not unbind once they have spoken these words, which they did, which done no real use, because sooner or later God found out anyway. Oh, okay? And they understood that Enoch had a special relationship with God. So on one of his journeys to God, the angel stopped him and say, "Would you take God a message?" And the message um, was them explaining that they were trying to help man, not to harm him, but to teach him in the ways. Okay, that didn't work. Enoch brought them a message back, telling them that he ain't really trying to hear that. God dispatches Michael, the angel of peace. The angel of peace is also the angel of war. He's the angel of peace because he insists on the peace. You will be peaceful around Michael. If Michael can't make your ass a peaceful, nobody can. You're gonna want to be peaceful around him. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. He he insists insists that you be peaceful, all the way up to killing your ass. At at any rate, what I'm saying is he's one of the most ferocious archangels in heaven. Idiots. What a group of idiots. But but here's the problem. Here's the problem. A war breaks out between the angels that broke off from the original group and the original group. Once they found out that God had found out, then they had no more reason to not go to war with him. God already know. He's already dispatched heavenly angels. We're on the side of the heavenly angels with the hope that had to start using spells to stop the other angels from tearing that ass up. Anyway, that's a long story, huh? But what I'm trying to say is this here, man. Nothing is like you think it is or was. It's been one long lie, and it's hard to break out of. But it's important that you break out of it. no matter what. If nothing is like it really seems, just start to act like nothing. It don't cost nothing. It don't cost nothing to start to study that has created everything from the darkness to the light, to the birds, to the bees, to everything, the air, rain, everything. Okay? It comes out of his imagination, which seems to have no end. This not even the only world he built that had life on it. I would say, you know how mad he got with Mars? He wiped the life out of it. He wiped the life out. He meant to not leave nothing alive. Damn. I'm gonna say this here and I'm gonna wrap this up. Um, Angels are not what you think sometimes. They they can take on human form, but they also have their own form outside of the angelic spiritual life form. Okay? So there's angels that may have a orangish type of tint to their skin, and there are angels that may have a greenish type of tint to their skin. Okay? Light. Very light. If you don't angels. And I'm above them, watching them. Okay? So I'm watching this unfold. One angel said something to the other angel. I don't remember what. And as they lined up block for block, I mean it was a lot. The whole downtown square was just full of people in gray pants, black t-shirts, and black boots. Maybe gray. I mean gray khakis like Dickies. And they were lined up for miles, over dominoes. And I'm like in awe, but not shocked. Are the things that you will be fighting with. And it's not worth it. It's not worth it. They have no heart. They have no heart. I'm just kidding. But they do what they do. They do what they do. So there is a reason why I'm assaulting your beliefs. Because they don't exist except in your head. Have they stopped anything? We right back where we started, ain't you? I mean, aren't we? I did it. You thought I forgot? No. Where is your God? You lose. You're dealing with entities that are capable of taking out entire cities in like a day. In like a day, whole city with everybody in it. And if God order it as a bonus, the buildings. This is what you're dealing with. It's just not worth it. So again, we both know where your God is inside your head. He not even in your spirit anymore. And what's this building these tall ass statues everywhere? See, this will make me say this kind of stuff. We got 18-foot tall Indian hawk man. We have another are dead. And if you don't watch it, so will you. So before we get there, is there any logical reason to keep believing and following something that doesn't serve you? Can't protect you because clearly it can't protect you from me. You are just a thought away from Harry Carey. There ain't a God this side of the Mississippi that can get to you fast enough to stop me. That you are a thought, but that's not what it is. My point of existence is the truth, and the truth is light, and the light is God. There is no escaping this argument. Truth like God. Truth like God. Word, if you want to toss that in there. And the word was with God. And that's a whole nother. That's deep. There was God. And then the word was with God. Who the hell is the word? Running around with the word and carrying the word because God didn't have the word. The word was with him. He didn't say that it was inside of him. Anyway, that's a whole lot. Whether we gonna see to it now. Yeah, we gonna really see to it. Your soul. Anyway, so what's it gonna be? Do we really have to do this? I mean, if we have to do this, then I have to respect that. There's nothing dishonorable, honorable actually. It's not. It's just two sides choosing. I'm going to fight on the side of the devil. And the other side is saying that I'm going to fight on the side of the Lord. It's simple as that. Your problem is you don't want to fight for the devil, but you don't want to serve the Lord either. Baby girl suffered. He chose them. They ain't got nothing to do with this here. Will it be this or will it be that? It doesn't matter why. You know what I'm really tired of? The whole argument about right and wrong. I don't care. If you say right is wrong, then right is wrong. If you say wrong is right, then wrong is right. You won the argument. There is no heaven. There is no hell. Ain't no right. Ain't no wrong. And religion is just a choice. Okay, now damn it, choose. With all that being said, we agree. Now choose. And you're still stuck right there. You still don't. And 20 to 25% of the rest of the Gentiles. We shall be going over here. And you can have everything else. Now we're going to come and burn it and fight with you over it. But they ain't got nothing to do with this here. That's between me and the angels and you and the warriors of hell. Apocalypse. But them, they're going to be placed safe outside of it. Outside of it. And then we'll fight. So they have to choose. They have to choose. You know, I'm going to say this here. In 2 minutes, it was done and something was said. It was a lie. You know what the response was to that? We wiped that person out. This back in the late 90s. Wiped them out. We made it look like their house was a new build. Everything was gone. Even the carpet, even the silverware, even the food out of the freezer. When I say nothing was there, it was like they moved out. But ironically, we meant to teach this person a lesson. That's why we messed up at. We messed with that baby stuff. God damn it, Jim. And immediately, like the man in a few hours, I knew I was in trouble. We was in trouble. Shit started happening. Man, listen, be careful what you mess with out here. Even with God's love, that one was not going to be tolerated. Leave the children alone. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your night. And Source, and thank God. He's looking for you.